college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. We are keeping an eye on the weather in this one. Holly Rowe has the latest.
This is a bright and beautiful day, but I can tell you the temperature is chilly. Not always used to these kind of temperatures here. They are ready to have some heaters on the sideline. I see players trying to warm their hands. Particularly important for the wide receivers. They do have gloves on, and the quarterbacks trying to keep their hands warm. We'll see how it impacts the passing game here today. Back to you guys.
Keep that super Doppler cranked up there, Holly. We'll look forward to it. And the Razorbacks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Sellers through the noise. Wasting no time taking a shot. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. Rid of it on the RPO. Crosses the 45. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
How nice is it as a quarterback that you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
The Razorbacks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. From the gun, it's Smith. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Right back to the well. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. And the Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. He breaks a tackle. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be first down.
And that will go such a long way in deciding this football game. Who can win these short yardage situations? Who can be the more physical team? And this offense right here showing the work up front, man. The big boys all moving together, creating enough space. And I love the way Palmer...
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to do some business. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Sellers. Lets it fly. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a link or two short of the first. And, man, what they can do on second down here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. The Razorbacks come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They want to run this quarterback. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical in the line of scrimmage by this offense.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
They'll run him again. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That's a nice play by the defense. You're trailing early in the game. They've got the ball on your side of the field, so you force the incompletion on 3rd down.
And the Razorbacks will try to convert on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Right side, it's Hawkins. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The Razorbacks want to move quickly. Trying to run, it's Russell. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
He splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from his own end zone. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. The run inside. It's McAllister. Defense all over him.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Here's Sellers to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's got it. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
And I think it's safe to say Neers Sellers, David, probably one of the most polarizing players in all of college football. You've seen how special and freakishly talented this guy is with his ability not just throwing the football, but running it, the strength, the size, the power, and more than anything that we saw a year ago was his ability to avoid sacks and avoid negative plays. I know this. He doesn't have a chance unless this offensive line gets a lot better, but they believe they've built that up. And if that's the case, this could be a very special year for South Carolina.
Well, and let's be honest, this is where they spent their money in the offseason. They wanted to fortify the offensive line. They brought in Kendall Briles at the coordinator spot. They did everything they could to build around this young man. Neers Sellers' talent is through the roof. We know it. Big, strong, can throw it. Now the pieces around him, a big year could be coming for this big young man.
They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Sells to run, looking to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Making the adjustment on the play. It is third and long. Let's see what kind of arm he's got. Fires downfield. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude. And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Throwing, Sellers. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to fourth.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
They're all over him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Smith takes the handoff. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20.
Makes the grab in their space. Smashes ahead. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The Razorbacks have it in scoring position on first and goal. Jackson will throw, keeping his eyes downfield. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that is just what you want. You get a first and goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss, put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Makes the grab. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Quarterback changing the play. Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Extending the play. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. Makes the grab. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Sellers. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Now here's Sellers. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Gamecocks will punt it away on fourth down. Trying to make one miss. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
To the air, it's Hill. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it inside the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Hunting down the Razorbacks. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover it. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. And he's brought down after a short gain. Second and long here. Motion from the wideout. Here's Sellers to throw. Look out! Out wide left, it's Tuggle. At the 35, he's loose. And he's got the first down. Good pickup on the play there. And now we'll see what they do coming out of the 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
Spins away from the defender. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Sellers to the air again. Rushes on. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on second down. Throwing, Sellers. Gets away. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Razorbacks take their first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Throws to the wideout. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back to pass, it's Hill. Flip it out to the back on the screen. There he goes. Inside the 40. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And the Razorbacks peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. Drops back on first down. Got his man downfield. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking for a gap. It's McAllister. He just threw his nose right into the middle of the pile and was stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We start with a look at Rutgers, taking on the number 4 team, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And it's the Huskers on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Razorbacks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches.
Here now some other games you may have interest in.
Makes the catch and he's free. The 40, the 30, past the 10, and he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown Razorbacks!
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players, and quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Snags it quickly on the left. Moving past the 25. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. At the 30. Inside the touchdown Gamecocks. He got a step and just dusted the field.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And the extra point is good. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Running inside. It's Russell. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The give is to Smith. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call the
snags it, and there's running room. The 40. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get to your receiver in space really quickly, on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Straight ahead, it's Russell. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football?
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And the returner is stopped. This drive will open from the 15. Sellers. Fires left. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out, they're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making...
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Send that offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Hill. Out wide right, it's Lockwood. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. This time they'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Yeah, I think because the quarterback just wasn't able to transfer his weight and really step into that throw, the ball sailed on him a little bit, and that defender had a chance to make that interception. That's one you've got to make the quarterback pay for.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Left side is clapped. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing.
Touchdown, Arkansas! And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. And he makes the extra point. A pretty short drive there, covering 38 yards. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Looking for a crease. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Out wide left, it's Hunt. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off, accuracy.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Takes a hit as he fires. It's caught. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
Now he's looking into the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Long way to go on 2nd down. Quick give. It's McAllister. He's past the sticks. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He'll try to tack on 1 more. Splits the uprights. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And it's finished off with that thrilling 56-yarder for the score. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
They kick it away on 4th down. Catch is made at the 15. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They go play action with Sellers. Oh, pressure's coming. Running to his left. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Here's Sellers to throw. Right side, it's Harbor. No chance to run, but still a good gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Again, it's Sellers. He's taking a deep shot. Catch in stride inside the 15. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. To throw, it's Sellers. Rush right in his face. Going for 6. Couldn't make the grab in the end zone, but this flag looks as if it'll be on the defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
And the defense tried to cheat a little space and get in that neutral zone, but it's still 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to get the corner. He'll pitch it. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for space. It's Russell. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Hill. Back open in the middle. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.